Alright, so the number one best Expo player in Clash Royale has been permanently banned. Expo players, of course, are crying their eyes out upon hearing the news, and people that hate Expo are jumping up and down and rejoicing. But regardless of which side you are on, this goes beyond just a typical ban. Somehow, someway, Surgical Goblin and his girlfriend, for that matter, has been dragged in to this mess. And Surgical Goblin, there's actually a chance he might end up getting banned, rumor has it. And also, the account owner that hired Betfist has an interesting backstory as well, and apparently he was scamming little kids, according to someone that knows him, and that's probably how he had the money to pay Betfist $2,000 for pushing him. So let's get right into it. Again, this goes beyond just a typical ban, considering this is the best Expo player in the game. He actually recently finished number one in the world twice. He got number one in the world with Expo. This was in April. You can see April 7th, 3,925 medals. And then he literally finished number one again. He's at top one again. Con is basically Spanish for again with Expo. 3,882 medals, and this was in June. So he literally got two number one finishes with Expo recently. Both of those finishes gone because of this permanent ban. I've been permanently banned for no reason. No proof, because they all say it's me is crazy. More than some creators joined to report me on the show, insisting Supercell to ban me without any proof to show it's me. They banned me for sharing my account permanently when I recently, and before I continue his message, account information. Your account has been banned permanently due to account sharing. Sharing your login information with others is against Supercell's terms of service. It says here he changed his phone recently, and they wonder who is insisting on the show to ban me. We're Sandbox and Surgical Goblin. It's crazy to ban me without any proof when the ban is different. Now keep in mind he's from Mexico, so his English isn't perfect. He's probably either using a translator or someone else is helping him put this in English. If Supercell is fair and puts the bans as they should, because Surgical has not been banned for playing his girlfriend's account. I have nothing against her, but from what I know, she does not play much, and what a coincidence that she plays with pros and wins, I do not mean. So Surgical Goblin was one of the people that basically snitched on Betfist and let Supercell know that he was the person that finished number 4 in the world with Expo. As you guys can see, last season, number 4 was a question mark. No one knew who the heck this person was, this Israeli account, basically. It said none. No one knew who in the world it was. Everyone in the comments thought that was funny. Sandbox, again, one of the people that Betfist was basically saying was one of the people that snitched on him, along with Surgical Goblin, basically was telling everyone, hey, number 4 is Betfist. And I mean, to be fair, other people are saying it too. It is quite obvious. And as you guys can see, when Royale API posted the decks from last season, you can see number 4, that account was confirmed to be Betfist. And Royale API even just said it because it just became common knowledge it was Betfist, because who else is going to finish number 4 with Expo? But anyway, continuing the story here, he accused Surgical Goblin of playing on his girlfriend's account, because he's saying she doesn't play very much, and what a coincidence that she plays with pros and wins, right? So as you guys can see, Nessa, who is Surgical Goblin's girlfriend, it's her account, right, in, the clan Surginess, which is Surgical Goblin's clan, playing with Diego B. And he said under here, of course, I'm sure that the girlfriend will speak English on the call with the Saf. And, a Saf, right, playing with Surgical Goblin's girlfriend. And he's like, how the heck is this happening, right? Like, obviously, she doesn't play competitive. And, they both live in the same house together. They live together. They have a kid together. So it would obviously be pretty easy for them to get away with, something like this. And then basically, apparently this is a screenshot I heard. I don't know for sure, but I think it's from Anaban or something. So basically, as you guys can see, I believe this is Surgical Goblin's girlfriend. This is speaking in Spanish, but essentially what they're getting at here is she's basically confirming that Surgical Goblin was playing on her account. And if you actually translate this, she's talking about with a Saf and Frank. Frank is Surgical Goblin's name, and they talk about it in more detail here, like playing games and things along those lines. Those of you guys that speak Spanish will be able to translate it easier. And you guys will see Riley here saying Surgical Goblin didn't deserve the stray man, innocent bystander. So people, are definitely taking sides. Like a lot of people are on Betfus's side, saying like, yeah, it should be fair, he should be getting banned. Other people are saying like, whoa, why is Betfus being a snitch? A lot of people are making jokes about it too. I actually replied here. The whole reason I'm making a video about this is a lot of people wanted me to make a video on this. You see here, video coming soon. I had a couple people DM me too, but I basically said, guys, he's right. Lemon Tree came out of retirement, moved to Israel, and finished top 4 with Expo. Supercell couldn't believe that it was possible since he was gone for so long, but underestimated the most talented Expo player of all time and assumed it was Betfus. I don't know why I even replied that. I just thought it would be pretty funny. And I'm going to get into more information about the account owner too here. So basically Asaf, a guy from Israel, and the account owner that paid Betfus is from Israel as well, basically clowning him as well. I'm very old Expo player, show me some respect. He tagged him, and the account owner of course is lying and saying Betfus didn't play for me. Lol, I'm a very old Expo player. Stop lying. We know it's Betfus. Lying isn't going to get you anywhere. He said nah, and then he's like, if you weren't lying, you wouldn't have been so aggressive when you didn't say anything. This guy said, who replies with a nah after supposedly finishing top 4. Lamau not even trying to hide it anymore. He has no way to deny it. I just had all the proof in the world. It was a matter of time. Such a dumbass. And then under here, it says it was obvious since the minute we noticed the account was using Expo, so why even bother at that point unless he tilted below top 1K range last few hours on purpose to not get banned. And he said that's true, and let's not talk about the amount of win trades. And he's saying there's many more. All the money is from scamming little kids as well. Hope you're being sarcastic or metaphoric on little kids, or else this sounds really disturbing. I wish I was joking, brother. So basically, Asaf here, someone that knows the account owner very well, is saying he got the money from scamming little kids. And he basically said here, this is karma that comes to people who help the most evil man in this community, who's making a living by scamming little kids and ruining their lives. And this is the karma that comes to his pushers who help him starting hate groups against me and spreading lies about me. Because basically he's from Israel, right? So a lot of people were accusing him of being the pusher because it had an Israeli name. So he's basically saying this is karma for people that were like accusing him of being the pusher and basically spreading hate towards him. And he also said 10 clans were being made just to spread hate towards him, and all I did was to help those little kids. Fuck you, fuck fat. And he tagged the guy that basically was the one that was saying that he was the one pushing the account, when obviously we all know it was Betfus. Now, if you guys are curious for more information here, Betfus did create a second account. If we translate it here, he's saying this will be my second account. So he already made a second account. My guess is, though, he's probably not going to be able to play CRL because the account that qualified in the top 1,000, his main account probably was banned, the one with the #1 finishes, but he's probably going to be able to quickly max this account, especially because he got $2,000 supposedly from pushing the account owner, so he's probably going to have no problem getting that leveled up pretty quickly. As far as Surgical Goblin's girlfriend, of course, she is defending Surgical Goblin, as you would expect. She's retweeting things saying, what's the point of this? You get banned and try to expose someone that hasn't done anything to you, and that's a super nice and honorable guy. What a shameful and pathetic reaction. Now I genuinely hope they keep you banned. And I thought this was pretty interesting here as well, because she's from Mexico, I'm pretty sure, and she basically said, in a Mexico without hunger. She tagged the president, I'm pretty sure, of Mexico. It's time to line up for the scholarship. And she does get ratioed by someone in the replies, and I have to agree with Agony King here. But if you're from Mexico too, what the heck? Just because your boyfriend is Dutch doesn't mean you are too. You're humiliating your country, and you're humiliating yourself. He made a very, very good point here as well. And as far as Surgical Goblin, on his recent tweet here, I was looking at the replies where he basically just tweeted out a couple emojis and his creator code. He is getting a lot of hate, especially from people from Mexico recently after this whole ordeal. Like if you translate this here, it's not giving me the translate feature on Twitter, but if we go ahead and translate it, it's like, damn rat, because of you they banned Betfus. And I don't know why I just closed out of it, and it okay, there we go. I don't know what the heck just happened. It like scrolled all the way down basically. But another post here says, now to wait for them to ban your account also and your girlfriend's, because basically this is a good amount of proof that he probably was playing on his girlfriend's account. Will the account actually, his account, get banned? I don't really know for sure. I heard behind the scenes like Betfist and Surgical Goblin, they're in talks with Supercell, and really anything could happen at this point. Damn pig, whining son of a bitch, like just a lot of basically like insults and stuff like that. If we translate, so come down to Mexico and we'll break your mouth, Dutch coward. It's getting a little bit like heated. I think people need to like relax a little bit. Basically it's just like a lot of insults. Obviously this was expected to happen. Like, people that support, Betfist obviously are going to be, they're going to be supporting Betfist. They're going to be hating on Surge. And then obviously people that support Surgical Goblin are going to be taking Surgical Goblin's side and, saying Betfist is a snitch. And it's like, he's just mad. He's just being, a crybaby. He's trying to bring other people down with him. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like I do this a lot, but I feel like I'm not really taking either side of like who's in the right, like who's in the wrong here, because I think both of them definitely, you could make the argument, are acting like a bit childish, because I will say it does seem like both of them are doing things wrong and like breaking the terms of service. So honestly, especially as a creator myself, I think I shouldn't even be defending like either one of them. That's going to be up for you guys to decide. I mostly just want to like report, the drama going on. This turned into a whole thing. I thought it was pretty interesting, and you guys were, maybe not going to hear about it unless I made a video on it, because, a lot of times things on Twitter, like, people don't really know about. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video and found it interesting, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. You can use creator code BOSS to support me in any Supercell game. Let me know in the comments below, who do you guys think is in the right and wrong here?